Hello, welcome to How to Play Stacks, a game for 2 to 5 players. This game comes to us from the subreddit 52 Cards by Reddit user Barter Games. He's a game designer and submitted this simple design. He's also submitted a design that was very similar to Whiskey Poker and actually caused me to learn Whiskey Poker, mess up the rules slightly, make a slightly different variant. And he's also dabbled with the Bahama Taxi board, has changed the scoring mechanics on it. Have not played it yet, but if you're on 52 Cards, you'll see his map. So just look up my post on Bahama Taxi. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your card deck, take all your jokers, kings, queens, and jacks out. That's going to leave you with ace through 10 of the 4 suits, so a 40 card deck. You're going to shuffle it, deal 3 cards face up. If they happen to be the same suit, reshuffle and redeal 3 more until you have some differences. What's going to happen then is players are going to play plus or minus 1 of that rank on top of it until they either don't have a legal move or they run out of cards. So whoever the dealer was will be the start player. This is supposed to go in counterclockwise order, but I messed that up, and I'm not sure if turn order really matters that much. Most Indian card games go counterclockwise. Most Western card games go clockwise. Yanova originally went counterclockwise, and now it goes clockwise because of Israel's involvement with it. So basically, we're going to have several different moves sometimes, and sometimes we'll have none. So it comes to be East's turn. East has no moves, so they're going to take their cards, put it on a stack. Now, they probably should have put it on the 2 of hearts stack. What's going to happen now, North and South will score the sum total of all the cards on that stack that player put his cards down on. So it's very important to have good memory in this game as far as what card values were put down. So ignore me looking at the other cards. That's not what you score. You actually score that stack that I just picked up there. So that's what should have happened. The other way to go out is if you run out of cards, and in that case you pick a stack and you're going to score all the cards in that stack. So if you actually win, you're going to need to do that. So now East will be the dealer. It should have been South, but we'll just say we went clockwise instead of counterclockwise. So it's going to be East. East is going to deal, and he's going to be the first player to submit a card to put down. And the only thing we need to worry about, like right now, we had that all 3 cards were diamonds, so any other suit would have worked. And of course, that's what happened. Now, we would not have been able to play another diamond in that case because once you have 3 of the same suit down, you have to have a different suit. It might lock somebody up, it might not. You never know with this game. So now East has actually gone out, so he would have picked a stack, and he would have scored that stack. So ignored what I did there. I kind of misread that. And so now South is going to deal. He deals up 3 cards. They're all of different suits, or they're not all of the same suit, so we're good. He's going to be the start player. Now, obviously, in any card game, we're going to want to keep our cards hidden. We're putting them face up simply to demonstrate the game. Normally, you would keep them face down. So now we're just going to keep playing. We're going to add or subtract 1 from the rank that's on the face up cards and place that card on top if we have it. If not, we don't have a legal move, and we will be losing the round as opposed to winning it by going out. And so South did not have a legal move, so he decided to put his cards on that stack. That stack would have been counted, and the face value of those cards would have been applied equally to both players. Now, this game, of course, goes on until you reach a predetermined score. The guide for what the predetermined score will be the number of players that you have multiplied by 100. So in this case, a 3-player game, we should have 300 as the winning score. However, you could modify that any way you want. That's the beauty of card games. You can enforce the rules however you like. So if you want to score less points, you can. If you want to just go to 100 points, that's good too. Whatever everybody predetermined before the game agrees to, just go with that. Really simple game. I love games that I can explain in 5 minutes that aren't overly complicated, and this is just one of them. I can explain this in 5 minutes, and therefore the pool of potential players that I have is a lot higher than if it's a more complex game. A lot of people just don't have the time or willingness to learn a more complex game. And so that can be the limitations of games out there. Some games take forever to learn. People just don't want to do them. Okay, so it looks like North lost there. And so, yeah, like I said, we'll continue until we've reached the predetermined number of points. So if you actually want to play this or any other card game in public with strangers, come to our subreddit, Card Game Meetups. Post your city, post what games you want to know, or what games you want to learn, or what games you're willing to teach in the subreddit. Do check out in the description, we have a link to a Discord channel where we talk about card games all day, every day. And you could talk about all sorts of fun things, including board games and off-topic discussions. It's a great place. If you're ever in Branson, Missouri for vacation or just passing through and you have some time, visit the Branson Board Game Cafe. It's a wonderful library, a wonderful collection of games, a perfect place to meet strangers for games, people you've never met before. They have little signs that say, hey, come bother me and play games with me. Do like and subscribe so we can get to 1,000 members, and that way we can have political debates, personal attacks, and we could vote on polls that I will release. And of course, since I'm the dictator, I get to put the candidates out there for what game we'll do next and fun stuff like that. It'll be great. And I want to thank today's musician, it's Remco, for providing their St. Louis rag. I love ragtime music. It just fits card games so well. And if you made it this far into the video, tell me a story about a time you got your first job in the comments, and I'll see you next video.